This is a video where I copied Alex Hormozi, and this is a video where I was just myself. As you can see, the one where I was just myself got over 1,000 views. But then, why did it happen? Just a disclaimer, this video is in no way trying to discourage you from following Alex Hormozi. I watch his content, I love his videos. I'm just trying to show you guys the outcome from the supposed experiment I did. Also, for my regular viewers, you notice that I've successfully moved, and I'll show you guys around later on. And I also like you guys to just keep notice because the lighting in this area, in this room, is pretty different from where I was living before. So I would like your feedback on whether I need to invest in studio lights or if this is pretty okay. And back to the video. So when I started making YouTube videos, my initial strategy was to copy Alex Hormozi, like to follow him, because I didn't know what I was doing. I was new and I didn't want to be stammering and wasting so much time figuring everything out. So what was the point of me inventing the reel? So I just started, I'll take one of his videos I did very well, try to like replicate it, but of course not plagiarizing, using my own content and my own story and all of that. So I did that for like 1-2 weeks, and so it helped me. He helped me start the motion and keep going. And I also looked up to Ali Abdal, so I began to also learn from him and try to copy from him as well. So I did that for some time, but it got to a period where making content began to feel like a chore. It began to feel unnatural. So I would start a video and then I would stammer, and then sometimes I just feel like not shooting again. I got tired. So one day I was trying to shoot another video, but it wasn't flowing. So I decided to just freestyle that video and do it in my own way. I just let my imagination carry me along. And that was the video that got over 1,000 views. The funny thing about that is the thumbnail of that video doesn't really look that good, at least to me. The lighting is not that well. You can see a lot of imperfections in that thumbnail, but that's my best performing video so far. So following Alex Hormozi in that beginning period, it helped me get on my feet. It helped me start the motion, it helped me start the car. But if I was to continue in that route, I would have even stopped doing content by now, because I'll be trying to be someone who I'm not. So like, just to shoot a video, I have to change my personality to be able to go, if you get what I mean. And the second reason why it has been a bad idea is I'm trying to do as he's doing, so copy his content, which makes it difficult for me to stand out, in the sense of this guy is already far ahead. He's very experienced in all of this. He has a big team behind him. And if I'm trying to make my videos like his, I've automatically lost the game, because when people then see my video, they compare it to his rather. And when you compare my video to his, it's a no-brainer. His is going to be better because of the experience, his team, his wisdom, everything. So I had to change my strategy and start leaning into my own unfair advantage. And I believe that the ultimate goal with content is to be yourself, is to do what you have to do so that your personality can flow and people get to see who the real you is. So at the start, it may look really hazy and not flowing that much, but as time goes on, then it's like the shell is coming out and people get to see the real you. Guys, just pardon me, this chair is really noisy, but just for like the next 1 minute or so, pardon me. So in line with being ourselves, whenever I sit on a chair and look in the normal shooting video way, then sit on the chair, the camera in front of you, I kind of black out. Like I begin to stammer and it's a bit more difficult for me to flow. But then when I sit in a more casual way, like I sit on this table, which that is actually how I'm shooting this video, it flows better for me. I don't know, I think because it feels a bit less prepared and less on set, so I'm able to flow easier. That's just my small discovery. So I was wondering why there was such a gap in the performance, because I want to be able to reproduce it. I want all my videos to have a lot of views. So I decided to go into my YouTube analytics and see what happens. So let me show you guys this insider information, so don't tell anyone. So I went into my YouTube analytics, and the video that did very well had over 35,000 impressions and a click-through rate of 3.1%. And then the other video had 762 impressions and a click-through rate of 2.9%. So the CTR is basically the portion of people who click your videos after seeing it. So if your video has a higher CTR, it then means that more people are clicking your videos. So it could hint that your packaging for this video is a lot better than the other one. So what does this mean? I've been thinking and asking myself, why is it that many YouTubers don't do well? Because I don't want it to be the story for me that I'll spend like 1 year on YouTube and I'm not seeing any real results. And after thinking and stuff, I see that there shouldn't be anything like shadow banning, because it's an algorithm. all things being equal, as far as you are following their rules and stuff, it shouldn't be that they just decide not to post your channel, because more people seeing your videos is helping them. So there's no reason why they shouldn't push it, why it shouldn't work for you. So let's forget everything about shadow banning. So why is it that people don't do it on YouTube? The only reason here is that they're not improving. So some people feel like posting consistently should make things work out for you. So they feel like the more they just post and post and post, eventually things will work out. But it's not like that. What really makes things work out is how much you improve. So if with every post you're making, you're improving, the faster you improve, the faster you grow. And that makes sense for me because I'm about 3-4 months into YouTube. Having this my 19th video that I'm doing now, and I'm having the kind of result that I'm having. I know it's not crazy results, but it's proof of growth. Yeah, so many people don't even know they don't know anything about title, they don't know anything about thumbnails, they don't know anything about who, they don't know anything about story. And those are critical aspects to make your videos grow and make your videos perform, make people like watching your content and coming back. So if you really want to grow, because this is what I'm doing, as you watch videos, watch different videos. For me, as I watch movies, anything, I'm paying attention to the kind of techniques that these guys are using to make me feel engaged, and I'm trying to apply them in my own videos. So if you see them from my very first videos to these later ones, you can clearly see the difference from how I talk on camera to the different angles, the different scenes, and the different things I'm doing. Because I know that these little things make my videos be more engaging and stuff like that. Yeah, so it's not enough to just be posting every time. You have to improve constantly. I spoke to about 20 coaches and consultants recently about the problems they face, and one of them said something that struck me. The biggest problem isn't hard work, it's unstructured work. And when I dug deeper, I realized it wasn't just one person. Several people who didn't know each other all said the same thing. Too many apps and constantly having to switch between them to do basic tasks, leads getting cold, follow-ups missed, and things falling through the cracks, not because they are bad at their job, but because things are scattered everywhere. That hit close to home for me too. I even built a personal system just to stop the chaos, and it drastically changed how I work completely. So I started building something similar for coaches and consultants who feel exactly the same way. It's called Clever. One place for your clients, leads, content, revenue, everything. No more switching tabs, no more hunting for that one message you can't find. And inside it, an AI assistant actually works with you. It tells you what needs your attention. It reminds you before things slip. It's basically like having someone watching your back. Because here's the real win. It's not just about being more organized. It's about getting your time back. Time to actually spend with your family. Time to breathe. Time to do the thing you started the business for in the first place. I'm opening this up to a small group of early adopters right now, and they get a permanent grandfather discount of 40 to 50%. They'll be involved in the finalization of Clever, and they get to have a say in the finished product. If that's you, the link is right below. Come check it out. Another thing that I've discovered is, like, as a new creator, someone that is new to the platform, I discovered I have been missing out on a very key type of content, and that's figuring out the process. Most times we want to carry everything on our head and make sure everything is perfect so that when we come on camera, you guys just see the finished result. You just see the good camera, you just see the good everything. But we forget that another vital part of creating content is the whole journey and the whole process that you're going through. So by letting your audience in on what's happening and the steps that you are taking, I feel like it makes you a bit more real to them, because they are part of a journey that's going on and they're not just seeing the finished product. So it makes them be able to relate with you a lot better and feel like you are a person, because they can see the flaws that you're making, they can see the mistakes you're making, they can see you're also figuring things out and you're not perfect. That way they feel like you're more relatable. For me personally, I would relate a lot better to someone who I feel like is also figuring things out. So it's like, oh, I'm not the only person. Initially, after making a video and there's a mistake in it or it doesn't look that perfect, I would delete it and do it again. But now I'm like, I just leave it there. Yes, it's not perfect, but I'm still like, I'm figuring things out, and sometimes a little bit of imperfection in your video, it makes it a bit more real. It makes it a bit more relatable. So that's another thing I've discovered. So you don't really need to make sure everything is perfect before you start. Like, let the whole journey and let the whole process be part of the content. For example, I told you guys, I don't know if this lighting is okay. That's all part of it. So yeah, be open on what you're experimenting and let your audience come in and, relate better with you. Because from my experience, people love to be part of a process, not just seeing the finished result. So in line with my journey to 1 million, I know I haven't told you guys anything about the business that I'm doing and strategies that I'm implementing and everything. So in my next video, I'm going to do that. In that video, I'll I will tell you the different steps that I'm taking, the things that I've discovered, the how to actually start implementing those ideas without spending a dime. Yeah, without wasting money, how to start implementing them and being sure, at least being likely sure that what you're doing is going to work. Yes, so I'm going to talk about all of that in my next video. So yeah, that is it. But I told you guys I'll give you a quick tour of my new place. So let's do that. Okay, so the first place is the room. I think it's a pretty nice room. It's smaller than my previous one, but it's the aesthetics is nicer. It feels more at home. It feels more. Oh, there's not a lot of white everywhere. So it's calm. I like it. I like the setup, and this is my wardrobe. It's a wardrobe, and it really makes this it fits a lot of things very well. You know, yeah, I like it. Compared to my previous place, I'll say this is a plus. Yeah, at least this for the room. I'm just going upstairs. Yeah, and this is the living area. Over here is the kitchen. Yeah, over here is the kitchen. I like it. I like the colors, I like everything. And over here is the dining room, which I like coming here to do a lot of work, like sitting down, because the chair is pretty comfortable. And I sit here and I love like being outside a different environment from always being inside my room. So I do some work here sometimes, also eating. And my favorite place in this house is over here. Over here. Yeah, I love this living room, especially the TV. I love it. So like when I love watching podcasts like the Diary of the CEO, for example. So I just stay down here and I eat snacks, whatever, and watch a good video. You should have seen me trying to figure out how to use Apple TV. I mean Google TV, because it's my first time using it. So I was figuring out everything. I had to create a new email because I didn't want to log in to my proper email on a public something. So I had to create a whole new email for that. But yeah, I really love this space. I love everything about here. It's nice and it's a very big plus for my previous place. Yeah, so that is it for today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.